up on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Denver Broncos.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Let's go now. Check pink. Shot 17. Ready?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 52. Blaster, big. Ready?
Young to throw it.
Puka Nacua,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Pickett. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. Pickett. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Cook again.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Cook up the gut, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Option right, Pickett going to run with it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go. 79 Broncos.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Young working out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Pickett now on 1st down.
It's complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check white. Switch yellow.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
129 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That throw by Young incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Check 2. Slide 2. Green jack.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a first down throw for Young.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Blue strike. Steel black. Set cut.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right.
Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Young on first down. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10.
To the air once more, Young. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here is 3rd and 5. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Bryce Young
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Red, yellow. Smack, smack.
Now Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
3rd and long for Young. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
19 tight.
Here's Pickett on second down. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Back to throw, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be...
Touchdown, Broncos! T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. One here in this third quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pickett to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Cook. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Off play action, Pickett.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Tyquan Thornton.
A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. 1 timeout left, 1-score game. They're going to go onside kick now. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. That is caught.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good.
Pickett now on first down.
He'll dump this off to Cook.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. First and 10, here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Pickett to throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Kenny Pickett.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Here's Pickett.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go, set.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually